Hello truckers, welcome back to American Truck Simulator with realistic economy. As you can see, we're just leaving the rest area. 6 o'clock in the morning, we are just west of Nashville, Tennessee. Going to try to get to Baltimore today, but now looking at the ETA, it says 7 o'clock at night, so unless we make up a lot of time, that may or may not happen. We'll see, but it's going to be mostly interstate, so there's a good chance we could make up the time. Just have to wait and see how the end of the day goes. The paint job has been changed. I just went back. I didn't have time to make any fancy paint jobs, so we're just going back to that paint job before Valentine's Day. So I got the blue truck with like the white lightning bolts on it. So yeah, let's get on the interstate. I do have something I want to say as we get going, like always, but this is kind of important. I should say kind of. It is very important. So there's a follower, subscriber who's been commenting on these videos and been watching the videos, and last week they made a comment, and Margaret, if you're watching, which I'm pretty sure you will be watching at some point, as we got a traffic jam up here. Yeah, last week she made a post, and yeah, unfortunately her mother has passed away in the past month, so I'm going to dedicate this video here to her mother. And if you guys could go to the last video and just like give a thumbs up on her comment, just to show her some support, I appreciate it. But I'm pretty sure Margaret would appreciate it much more than I will. But go show her some love, and I appreciate it. And like I said, this video is going to be dedicated to her mother. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it's a good video, and I don't do anything really bad, like bad driving, speeding, and all that kind of stuff. So, like I said, yeah, we're just west of Nashville, Tennessee, headed to Baltimore, Maryland, and already we're losing time on our ETA. It's not that big of a deal. Today is a Thursday. I got to get it delivered by Friday morning by, we'll just say 11 o'clock. It's 10:44, it says. So as long as I get there and have 4 hours left on the delivery, then we'll be fine. Right now it's looking I probably have like maybe 3 hours if we don't get a detour somewhere. So we'll just have to see how it goes. Money wise, we are looking decent, up to 82,000. So we're building up the cash. I haven't seen anything more about patch 1.47. I would like to go ahead and save up the money and buy one of those gas cisterns that will be coming out, that we can buy tankers. I would like to be able to afford that when it comes out, but 1.47 currently I don't think is still not out yet in beta. So usually a patch will come out in beta, and if everything goes well within like 3 weeks, it'll get released. So we got time, and our drivers are doing well. The one thing that's not doing well is the flow of traffic here this morning. We're only doing 57 in a 70, so this is not going to make us up any time here. I think this bus that's got stuck over here in the left-hand lane after we went past that accident is what's keeping us from going. And I've been trying to get over myself into the right-hand lane because everyone's passing the bus. I wonder if the bus will have a chance to move on over. Is the bus even going to try to move over? Because I don't want. If my luck would be, I get over in the right-hand lane, and then the bus would move over. But I don't think the bus is going to move over. So I'm going to get over here myself. Looks like the sun's going to start to appear. Really don't want any snow today, because in real life for like the past 3 days it's snowed here. Not a lot of snow accumulation has happened, but the past 3 days where I live, just like snowing and snowing and snowing. But it is that time of the year. I mean, it's been a mild winter where I live, so I'm happy about that. Not a whole lot of snow, which I'm happy about that. I'm not a skier, snowmobiler, snowshoer type hiking person for the winter months. 78 might be a little bit too fast. It says 70, so we're going to do 74, 75. There we go. Knoxville. So it looks like we've been through Knoxville before, or at least on the other side of the interstate. Been on that side. Don't know if we've been on this side or not. And then after Baltimore, Maryland, which will either be, you know, we'll see how it goes here. I got to make up 2 hours, which could happen because it's still early in the day. But yeah, we got to get down to Virginia Beach, I think it is. That was a request a long time ago. Whether they're still watching, I have no idea. But they requested it, and we're going to try to get there next morning. So Friday morning, after we get this delivery done, whatever it is. If I can't find the load going there, which more than likely I will not be able to find, because this picture, we're going to be in Baltimore, Maryland, which is a big city, but most of the cities that are on the map are big cities. And usually on the coast-to-coast map, I think we get about 2 pages of deliveries. So to get one going right to Virginia Beach is going to be like a long shot. And it just makes it more difficult because the only way to actually get there is, it's a one-way ticket in, meaning we can go down there, but there's only one way in, one way out. So if I'm going there, it'd be nice to have a load, but you know, if there isn't one, then we'll just probably bobtail it on in, meaning not bother taking a trailer. And we can't check on external contracts because external contracts only exist on the SCS maps themselves. So that includes Texas and everything west of that. Actually, right now, I think we do have enough money, if I wanted to upgrade one of our garages again. I still think we got one small garage. I'm not counting the tiny garage that we have in Salt Lake City. Because basically, to upgrade that one, it's like the cost of buying a whole new 3-truck garage. So, yeah, if I'm gonna no sense upgrading the tiny one, because basically that'll just give me 2 more garage slots. If I'm going to spend that money to upgrade that garage, I might as well go ahead and just buy another garage that'll give me a full 3 bays to put trucks in. But I don't see us doing that anytime soon. And I said I really would like to not max out our drivers. The max I would prefer to have will probably be like in the 20 to like 30 range. And then we'll see how we're doing. We still got tons of cash to pay off. But as we saw last week, now we're getting up to where our company's making $200,000 a week. So basically every 7 episodes, we're bringing in 200 grand. And that money's just going to keep on going up because the drivers are getting more talent, more skill points, so they're going to be bringing in more cash. And of course, as we get more drivers, they're going to bring in more cash. A couple of tree limbs out on the road here. Am I still not in Knoxville? Oh, I'm thinking of Nashville. Yeah, we were just west of Nashville. I must have gone through Nashville. Now we're getting over to Knoxville. Yeah, my brain's a little fried this week. I've been very busy making videos. As you probably, I mean, if you do watch all the videos, thank you. But yeah, you probably see all the videos going out. And the main thing was getting a new series started on Farming Simulator that went out yesterday on Hinterland. Did a lot of testing on that. And then in the first episode, I had a little mishap to where something didn't quite work. Not a big deal. But you do all the testing, and in the first episode, it's like, oh, that doesn't seem to work. Great. How did that work in testing, or did I goof up in testing? Yeah, but just to get that series started, I spent maybe like 8 to 12 hours testing things out, learning some new stuff on Farming Simulator. So that was kind of fun. It's going to be kind of a fun series, I think. So if you kind of missed it, or didn't, or, you know, if you haven't been watching East Vineland series or the Solyndra series, you probably missed the announcement that we're starting a new series on Hinterland. Just keep an eye on the GPS. I'll get rambling here, just drive in a straight line and not keep an eye on the GPS and find out we missed an exit somewhere. I say we, like it's your guy's fault when I miss an exit or something. But when I say we, I mean me. So, yeah, I mean, it's all me. Every mistake I make is right here on video. So we are gaining time on the ETA, getting to Baltimore, but yeah, I just don't think today is going to be that possible. Is it a 2-lane exit or 1-lane exit? I don't know. Yeah, it is a 2-lane, but that wasn't in the lane I needed to be in. And I think when we do get this delivery done, I think we'll have another skill point, which means I'll get better fuel mileage. I do believe I have the realistic fuel on. So that meaning, yeah, my fuel mileage is going to differ depending on the speed, gear, weight, and all that fun stuff that we're hauling. If you have it turned off, I think it just uses a base fuel. So for every mile, let's just say the base fuel is like 4 miles a gallon. So if you have 100 gallons, you can go 400 miles with realistic fuel on, which is just a base game option. You just got to check mark it, and then the range will vary. Yeah, we've actually put 10,000 miles on this W900 right now. That's not too bad. It was kind of unfortunate on my other profile that I had before I really started making this series here. I used to drive, I basically had one model truck, and that was Aerodeth. I always say, I hope I pronounced his name correctly. He modded the Volvo truck there, and I think you've seen it. You know, if you go back to my old ATS videos, you'll see it. But I drove that same truck, and I drove, once I could afford it, I think I bought that truck when I was around level 8. 9, whatever, you know, somewhere around there. And right now I'm on level 70. But I know at one point I think I had 120,000 some odd miles on the truck that I had, but then he stopped updating the mod because of course people were taking credit for the mod, putting them on websites, and then they said, oh, your mod doesn't work, and it's like that's not my link. You know, they modded it to a certain way, so he stopped modding it, and so I got rid of the truck because it was, you know, didn't work on certain profiles. You know, after updates came out, the mods sometimes just don't work unless they're updated. It would be kind of fun just to maybe buy a truck and just keep it all the way through and see how many miles you can actually put on it. I mean, this is a simulator, so you can put as many miles on it as you want, but you know what I'm saying? And here's the reason why we just keep changing trucks, because I try to keep it entertaining and show you the different type of trucks that there are. I think we did start with a Volvo, and then we went to a Mack Anthem. Is that correct? I'm trying to remember what we went to after that. I know it's a Volvo, Mack Anthem, and now of course we're in the W900. Loan payment got me nervous there for a second, like what did I just do? I do feel like though I'm missing a truck brand there that I ran and kind of forgot about. We had the Volvo for quite a while. Then we went to the Mac Anthem, and then this. I'm missing one somewhere, aren't I? Or maybe I'm not, and I'm just trying to overthink it. I will say the Coast to Coast map has come a long way since the early days. I remember driving at least to the middle part of the country. When I say middle, I mean from north to south. It was pretty barren in between the cities. Kind of like you'll see, the further north you go, the less it's being done, or you know, they're working, I guess, south to north. I know at one point someone did mention on the forum, the Coast to Coast forum, that's on the SES forum, but on that thread post, someone was saying they would like to work on the northeast for the Coast to Coast map, and I don't know if they ever got started. I mean, I don't know how difficult. I never really dove right into modding on maps, but I mean, a lot goes into it, and just to dive right in and start is not as easy as it seems. The farthest I get in modding is basically on like Farming Simulator. I'll take a mod and change stats or, you know, numbers on it to make the mod faster or hold more capacity, but as for getting into the graphics and designs and make sure everything works as it should, I have never dove that much into it. And a map I'll never make because they take months to make a really good map. And the same thing is true here. Everyone just says, oh, it's just, all you gotta do is this and this and this. Yeah, it takes time. It takes time, patience. Time. I got plenty of time. I always, you know. Patience, I don't have. Welcome to Virginia. All right. How we doing? Let's see. So 6:15 now is what time we could arrive, but of course 5 o'clock is our cutoff. And we will get paid like $5 grand for this delivery. Kind of got me a little, well, I was like, what the heck is that? That's a mountain loading in. We're getting a view range of a mountain and it's loading in. At first I was like, what the heck's going on there? But we're getting up to the Appalachian mountain range, I guess. Been a while since we've been up here. Like November? Going back to November? I think we were coming back, getting ready for the Texas DLC to drop. Oh, speed limit's down to 65. Alright. I definitely would get a speeding ticket going that fast, so... I do know... Wait, why did it go back up to 74? Oh, I hit the wrong button. I hit resume cruise. I wanted to reset cruise. And of course, as soon as I do that, speed limit goes right back up to 70. Never fails. And yeah, once we get done going to Virginia Beach, we'll have to see where the loads take us. You know, maybe, like I said, cut down through Georgia a little bit. And then scoot across the northern part of the southern states to get back into Texas. Or we could just run around here for a bit. Although I do like the coast-to-coast map and staying in the southern part, but getting back on the base game maps, I like the option of, if I can't find a load on regular freight, to have the option go to external contracts. And the good thing about external contracts is you can refresh those, and you know, new types of cargo will appear. So it just gives you some options. Like I want, if you want to go to a certain destination, external contracts can help you out there, and there's usually a lot of external contracts you can choose from. Of course, mainly the ones we've been doing the past few months have been for the Christmas, the holiday, Christmas holiday contracts we did, the Valentine Day one. 55 through here. Lexington, which is in the state of Kentucky. Well, I'm pretty sure there's other Lexingtons in other states, but the main the big Lexington, that if you say Lexington to people, most people are going to say, "Oh, Kentucky," and they're, yeah. Yeah, we're doing fine. We're doing 16 to 55. We're fine. We're marginal. Yeah, someone did ask me before on Discord, how do you know what speed limit you can do without getting a ticket? It's 10%. You can go 10% over the speed limit before they will issue a ticket. So if the speed limit's 55, you can go 5.5 miles an hour over the speed limit and you're fine. So basically 60.5 miles an hour, you're okay. So if you do 61, you're probably going to get a ticket for that. That's why it gets a little bit trickier when the speed limit is 30, because 10% of 30 is only 3 miles an hour, so doing 34 will give you a ticket. Well, we are gaining on our ETA, but I just realized it's already 1:30 in the afternoon, and I got to make up an hour to get there today. I think since we got advertising the Avatar movie. Okay. That was a billboard back there in case you missed it. Yeah, since this delivery doesn't need to be there until tomorrow morning by, we'll just say 10:30-ish, we should have plenty of time. So, of course, the rest areas will determine where we stay. I do wonder if those trees are solid objects or not. Like, if I try to cut across the interstate, I wonder if it would... There must be an invisible wall there somewhere. I don't want to find out. Alright, so now speed limit's back up to 65, so let's... It looks like I'm going this way. Haven't really been paying attention to what our drivers are doing today. But we were at 82,000 and we paid 6,000 off our loan, and we're still hovering just under 80,000. So I assume a few deliveries have been made. Still got Cupid up in the rearview mirror though. I didn't change that over. Just 215 miles, really. Can I sneak out there? That car is kind of out there, but I think I got room. Of course, now that I'm out here, you watch. Next exit is mine, maybe? I have no idea. I don't know the southern interstates that well. You know, the northeast of the United States, that's where I'm from, so I know them pretty darn well. Colorado, Wyoming, I know well, but every once in a while I get mixed up with I-70 and I-80. Alright, speed limit's up to 70, so let's go ahead and punch it. Yeah, when I get kind of comfortable with traffic around me, I gotta check for some rest areas. Why did everyone slow down right there? That was kind of weird. Am I hauling 30,000? Yeah, 29,000. And once we get going here, back up to speed. I don't think I've been on this interstate because... Well, no, the other side's not turning yellow, so... Oh, yes, it is. So, yeah, we haven't been technically up this road. All right, let me get up to speed here, and this will be a good area to go ahead and check out the map. It's 3 o'clock, so I got 2 hours on my clock. So... I mean, if I'm going to go this far, which is 3 hours, I mean, it's only another little ways, so yeah, there's not really... I mean, if I were to go here, that's 2 hours and 11 minutes. I think we may just get it done today. That way we can start fresh in the morning. Norfolk. I keep saying Virginia Beach, but it's actually Norfolk where we got to go. And this is where I was saying it's kind of a one-way in, one-way out kind of a thing. So, yeah, I think they actually said Newport News, maybe, or Norfolk. I forgot what they said. It's been months. But I just remember this area right here is where they want us to go. Let's just keep on driving, and I'll know when I change. When we get on the 495 and do a loop-de-loop, that is where I got to make up my mind if I'm going to stop at that rest area and just wait another day to get this delivered, or whatever I'm doing. Yeah, it's always good if you're ever driving like I just was, and you're going to check your map or whatever, make sure you're on a straightaway, because when you come back out, especially if you're using a steering wheel, if your steering wheel's not straight, like mine was when we came out, I started swerving over to the other lane. Luckily there was no car out there. It's kind of weird. When I was on that pinning it was saying like 3 hours to get to our final destination, which is pretty close, but when I came on out, it wasn't exactly 3 hours. So, I mean, it was close enough. I'm nitpicking a little bit there. So I'll keep the hammer down, meaning probably go a little bit more, a little bit faster than I probably should. Because, part of me now is like, we're just so close. I'd rather get the delivery done today. That way, first thing tomorrow morning, I can start fresh. Oops, next exit is mine, but I think I can get in front of this Abco trailer and truck. Kind of. Yeah, we got room. Still not the best way to do it. Road work. What lane is closed ahead? The one I'm in. Speed limit's 55, but I'll go over the breakdown lane just a little bit. There, we're all set. Actually, yeah, we're still making up some pretty darn good time because it's almost 5:30 now is our ETA. But the one thing I didn't look at though, but I saw a lot of icons on there. I'm sure in Baltimore there is a rest area somewhere that I can go to. If there's no fuel, I can deal with that as long as there's a rest area. I don't want to get there and go like, oh yeah, we got a delivery done. Yay, I drove only half hour over our time. And like, oh, where's the nearest rest area? Oh, there isn't one in town. Oh, I gotta drive an hour away to get to a rest area. It is $5,000 I'm getting paid for this. Actually, 5,900. So, just say $6,000. That's going to be a nice, good total. But it has taken us 2 days, maybe 2 and a little bit more days to get here. And as you can see, the further north we go, it's just, well, we do got trees on the side of the road, but not much beyond that. You don't want to get back over into the right lane. Oh, here's our loop-de-loop. Let's see. Just 49 miles to go. I do have another half hour on our clock, so I think we're going. I'm going to push it just to get there. So we may be getting done by 6 o'clock. Although we are making up some good time here. But by the time we get the load unloaded and get to the rest area, it's going to be 6 o'clock. I'd just rather get the load done, and that way we can start really fresh tomorrow. Of course, every time I say tomorrow, I mean in game. Oh, 65. I thought it was still 70, so might be going a little bit too fast there. Just another 20 miles to go. So yeah, we would have been quitting at 5 o'clock. We're at 5 o'clock, but we're 18 miles out. So can't, it's hard to turn away when you're just only 18 miles out. Oh, you guys are going a lot slower than I thought you were. I was like, I'm not going to bother passing. My exit's going to be coming on up. I'll just ride behind them. I was like, well, actually, I'm getting on pretty darn quick, and I'm glad I zipped over when I did. Yep, next one is our exit. So we haven't been to Baltimore, it appears. So we should get... You discovered Baltimore. Where am I going with this? To Dole. I got the wrong gear there. A little bit too high of a gear. I see Dole sign right out here. And which parking is it going to be on the other side of that forklift? I do believe that's where I'm going with it. Ooh, a potato harvester. Taking a wrong approach at this. And let me go ahead and straighten this up because that is not the greatest approach. But it wasn't that bad since I did most of it blindly. Like a glove. For a second there, my brain was like, what buttons do I push? I just got done recording the SnowRunner episode that's going out in a couple of hours. Good XP. Of course, we did level up, which is nice. Let's go ahead and continue. Yeah, so we got points and everything. Last thing we got is fuel economy. So right now, we're at 15%. We're going to go to 20%. I don't know why they put this in here because it says up to 10%, up to 10% with or without a trailer. Why not just say, because the numbers don't change. No, they don't change. So you should just say just save up to 10% of fuel saved when driving with trailer, up to 10% of fuel saved when driving free. Should just be to save 10% of fuel. Apply that anyways. World map. All right. I guess I'll just go here. That way I'm kind of keeping here. That way in the morning I can go fuel up if I need to, which I probably will. But let's go get ourselves a spot at the service area. I don't mind parking at a service area because if I do happen to get some time, toss on another paint scheme or something. That way I'm right next to the service area. But I should get there at 5:30, so that's still, we did pretty good. I think it was a good idea or decision to get that done today. Now I'm just zipping across town here. There's a garage we could buy. Well, no, I don't have the money to actually buy a garage. I have the money to upgrade one. And I don't need to repair the truck because when I changed the paint scheme back over to this today, I did repair it. Unless I run into something in the next 5 seconds, we are good. So, Baltimore, Maryland, we are here. Get down to Norfolk, Virginia, tomorrow morning on Friday. And so hopefully we can find a load going there. Actually, you know what I may do? Let's go ahead and check to see if there's one going there now. But that it won't need to be delivered until sometime tomorrow. Because that way, if I get one now and it's not there, then that's fine. Little Rock, Fort Collins, Tampa. Fredericksburg. That's Richmond. Where's Fredericksburg? Not familiar with Fredericksburg. Okay, so it's right there, so it's not that far. Not quite where we needed to go. Norfolk, right where we need to go. Okay, it needs to be there. We'll just say 12, so that gives me 6 hours. And the trip time's only 3 hours. So, yeah, Beezer Homes is right next to us. Well, let's go ahead and... It's Norfolk. Yeah, okay. I'm glad I checked on that. Why are we showing me this? Oh, it's 66,000 pounds. Okay, but we were fine there. Go ahead and continue. And, yeah, we'll be picking up that load next time. I think because I said set GPS... It'll still be there. Wait, how much longer is that load available for us? Because I do have to pick it up. I can't sleep overnight if they expect me to pick it up. Offer expires in 11 hours. I gotta go pick that up right now. Let's do that and we'll drive back here. At least that way I'll have it, and that way I know when I reload the game back in, we'll have it. I mean, it's literally right around the corner. Because that is just the perfect thing for us. Might be a little hard to get back into that area to do a rest area, but yeah, I want to pick up this load, that way we have it. I mean, that works out perfectly for us. Let's go ahead and, yep, we'll take that. Norfolk, Virginia. All right. And it pays rather well, $3.65 a mile. Where is the trailer? I see the arrow flashing at it, or pointing at it. I just don't know which way the trailer is facing. Nope, didn't get it lined up correctly. I wonder if I have to lower my axle. I think on the heavy loads, I've been finding I got to lower the axle to get that lined up. Or I'm just terrible at backing up today, apparently. Maybe it's further over than I thought it was. Where is this? Can't get the fifth wheel lined up with the Kingpin. Is it a wider load than I think it is? So I need to go here. Okay, that's my problem. Get the axle back on up while we're loading that up. Pretty sure the service center is going to be happy with me parking in their parking lot with this enormous load. I'm actually surprised the sun is still out, being 5:30 in the afternoon. Oop, don't. There, now we're out. So, Baltimore, Maryland, now we definitely have a load. You know, we're going to Norfolk, Virginia first thing in the morning. And then from there, I'm not sure. We'll have to see what loads are there. We'll get there somewhere around 10 o'clock, I guess. It's not that long of a trip. See where it takes us. And that is where we are stopping now for the day for sure. Oh, and like always, I kind of forgot to take a thumbnail, so... I don't know. It's got to be something stupid because I didn't really get a good shot along the way here. Yeah, we'll figure something out. Yeah, but just a reminder, this episode is in memory of Margaret's mother and dedicated to Margaret herself. I will leave a link in the description below to last episode, and if you can show support to Margaret, go give her a comment, a thumbs up. The comment is pinned, but I think currently right now that is the only comment on last episode. But yeah, go give her a thumbs up just to show her your support. I appreciate it, and like I said, I think she'll appreciate it more than I will. But yeah, just go ahead and give her a thumbs up if you could, for me anyways. But that is going to do for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in American Truck Simulator with Realistic Economy. But until then, have a good one.